Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves.
I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood cause I'm trying hard to love.
Today I want to go through and show you guys some of my most aesthetically pleasing plants. This is definitely an in my opinion kind of video because there are so many different opinions when it comes to what is aesthetically pleasing, and these are obviously just what I believe are aesthetically pleasing, and they do not have to be what you think works for you. So keep that in mind while watching this video. But if it does sound like something that you are interested in, definitely continue watching all the way through to the end of this video. Also, if you want to be entered into my giveaway to win a $20 Amazon gift card, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and also comment for a chance to win. But that is going to be all before we get into today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm excited to show you all of these plants. Let's just get on into it. All right, so I don't really know which one I want to start off with, but maybe I will just start off with a bang and show you one of my favorite plants right now. This here, oof, I'm gonna have to back up for this one. This here is my Aetherium Vicia. This is definitely my most prized possession at this point. A lot of you guys have been seeing this plant on my Instagram, and there has been a lot of love surrounding this plant. So I did want to show you guys kind of a close-up today and basically give you a little size reference because I feel like it's really difficult to tell how big this plant is in pictures, and I think this is giving you a little bit better of a look. I got this plant in a trade. I absolutely love this plant, and it just popped out this incredibly large leaf just a few weeks ago, and ever since it's been growing like a madman. So this here, I believe, is the second largest leaf on this plant, or maybe it's this one. I think it's this one. But if you look at this compared to this, you can see that it's basically double the size of the oldest, largest leaf. So that is super exciting. I also think this plant just makes such a statement in anyone's home. It doesn't really need to be decorated well because it decorates itself, if you know what I mean. But this plant is very beautiful, and I did want to share it with you guys today because it is very special to me. And I have kept some of the older leaves on this plant as well that I might end up chopping off relatively soon. These guys are just a little bit more rough looking, but I also do like the fact, this is really scaring me, waving around like this, but I also really like the fact that this plant is nice and bushy, so I may leave those leaves on just to continue the look because I don't just want it to be like 3 statement leaves or 4 statement leaves. I really like the look of bushy anthuriums. So that is kind of the plan for this guy right now, but hopefully you're getting a good look at him. All right, let's move on to the next plant. Next up on this little list here is actually a plant that isn't super uncommon. And I think that the reason I find it so aesthetically pleasing is because of the plant pot combination and not just because of the plant. This here is my Hoya pink silver, or pubicalyx pink silver, and I am just obsessed with the way that this looks. I really do think that any plant would look amazing in this natural confetti pot here with the matching saucer, but this one does have a drainage hole, and it also has, again, this matching saucer, which I think is so awesome. This plant is known for its beautiful splashy leaves that do sun stress to a pink color when given enough sunlight. And yeah, I don't actually think that's the reason why this plant is called the pink silver though. I believe that this plant also puts out a pink flower. So just because you're getting a pink silver pubicalyx doesn't mean the leaves are always going to be pink. You can see I don't give mine a crazy amount of sun, and the leaves have turned back to their silvery color. So you really do need to maintain the sunlight to keep the leaves nice and pink if that's what you're going for. But yeah, this one is super fun, and I just really, really love the combination of the pot and the plant together. I'm glad I chose a trailing plant. I don't know why, it just works really, really well, so I'm loving that. But yeah, this plant is definitely a favorite in my collection, and I'm really, really excited to get this guy growing again. It was actively growing. Actually, no, it wasn't. I took a cutting, and that cutting started actively growing as soon as I put it into some water, but I am hoping that that cutting is going to cause some more growth on this plant. So yeah, this is the Pubicalyx Pink Silver. Next up, we have this beauty here. This is my Philodendron Melanocrysom. I love the Philodendron Melanocrysoms. I think this one is especially special because of the size of these leaves. I also absolutely love this pot within this little wicker basket thingy with this handle. I think this is just such a cute little combination. These guys do so well on moss poles, and if you like the look of a moss pole, totally, that is something that can add to a certain aesthetic. But there's so many other options to have your plants climbing on. So if you want that wood look, that works too. Again, there's so many different ways to do it. So don't think that the moss pole is the only way. But I personally think this looks really, really cute. It did just put out a new leaf. I mean, this is a little bit old at this point, but we are working on some new growth, and I'm really hopeful that this new growth will be at least the size of this leaf, if not bigger, but we won't really see that until the leaf comes out. Even when this leaf came out, it looked so tiny compared to the other ones, and then it finally grew. You can see it's still a pretty decent size. But that was the first leaf in my care, so I can't really ask for too much from this plant. It's done really, really well, and I just love how dark these leaves are. I think that they add such a nice contrast of color to your collection if you have mostly normal green plants. But yeah, this kind of fits into the goth plant category a little bit, which I think is super fun. I bought this little basket for only $35. I think it is just so freaking cute. I think I actually may do a video all about my marketplace finds and how I find cool stuff on marketplace, because I have found a lot of cool stuff on marketplace. So if you want to do a little shop with me for plant decor and plants on Facebook, let me know. That could be a cool video idea. Next up is a plant that I want to talk about. This plant specifically may not be super aesthetically pleasing just because there is a bit of damage, but this plant as a whole is very, very beautiful and makes a statement in anyone's home. This here is the Aetherium Regal. This is a brand new leaf on the plant that actually got cold damage and then came back after all this time and popped out this big giant leaf that I am obsessed with. I absolutely love the veination on this plant. I think it is so cool. It's not super silvery, but it stands out a lot from the plant for some reason. The leaves get very pillowy, which I like. It is pretty unfortunate that it got this damage, but honestly, I'm just happy that it's alive because this plant was not looking very good for quite some time, and now it is looking really good. So I am just happy that it has a heartbeat again. And yeah, the roots look pretty good too, which is really awesome. So this plant is gonna be just fine. I honestly love the fact that this plant is just one single leaf right now. I think it looks really, really cool. It's not really for everybody, but for me, I think this is just awesome and is very aesthetically pleasing. It can cover my face quite well. So yeah, this is the Aetherium Regal. Definitely get one if you can. I did want to briefly mention my other Regal that I have. I thought that it had thrips, but now I've seen more of those bugs appear, and it looks like they might just be springtails. I was a little bit concerned because they were on the leaves, but after taking a closer look at them, they are way too small to be thrips, and the shape is off. They're also hanging out beneath the plant, like in where it's humid. So I don't really think that they're thrips, but I could be mistaken still. So I'm still keeping it in my shower, quarantined away from everything else, but I did want to give you guys a quick update on that plant and let you know that it's doing okay. By the way, if I'm out of breath, it's just because I brought up a new plant. I will insert a quick clip of it right here for you guys so you know what I'm talking about, but it was a little bit heavy, so I'm just catching my breath. So this here is the plant that I just brought upstairs. This is a Dracaena Marginata, and it is an open weave, which I really, really love. But yeah, it's really, really cool. I just wanted to replace my other Dracaena in the other corner that's looking a little bit sad, and I think this is gonna be a really nice addition. But yeah, it's just gonna replace this guy for now, at least. I don't know where I'm gonna put this one, but we will see. Okay, I felt bad about getting rid of the old Dracaena here like 2 seconds ago, but now seeing it in this corner, it looks like 1,000,000 times better, so I don't feel bad. The next plant that I want to talk about is one that is really accessible for you guys. I don't just want to talk about plants that are difficult to find and difficult to get, because I know that that's not realistic, but this one definitely is. This here is bigger than me. This is my Skindapsis Exotica. This is a really fun plant. I used to have one of these and I killed it, but I am killing it with this one. And I'm not killing it literally, I'm killing it as in I'm doing a good job. This guy just got a drink yesterday, so if you see that it's a little bit thirsty, that is why. But there's also so much new growth on this plant. I never knew that they grew so quickly, but there is literally new growth on every single vine here, which is so amazing. I also love the different color. That is a trend for me. I love getting plants that are all different colors because it really creates a beautiful picture in your home. If you don't have some silvery plants already and you can find them, definitely add them to your collection. They look so beautiful against like a more green plant. Like these guys together just look so beautiful. So definitely, if you have the chance, get yourself some different colored plants. I typically stay away from bright colors like pink and red and stuff like that. But if you can go with different tones or bluey plants, I think that's a really, really cool way to go. I'm not saying don't go colorful if that's your vibe, but I'm a little more monochromatic, so this is more my style. But again, that is why this video is my opinion and my opinion only. You may agree with me, you may not, that's okay. So we will put this guy down. The last plant that I want to talk to you guys about is one that I haven't really shown on my channel in a little bit now, and that's because it was looking a little gangly after I cut it up, and I cut it up actually to get this bad boy back here, so definitely worth it. But it's definitely making a comeback. This here is my Philodendron Melanocrysom. This is such a cool plant, especially when these guys get bigger. They just get so freaking beautiful. I also love it in this plain white pot. I think that it really brings out the deep green color on these leaves. They're not really dark, but they do have a very rich green color to them. So that is why I love them so much. I also love the ripple look to them, and also the fact that they get so nice and long. Mine has stayed this size for quite a bit of time, but I actually really love it at this size. I don't know, I just have an attachment to this plant. It hasn't really gotten much bigger in the leaf size since I got it about a year ago, but it has filled out so much. I also cut off 2 leaves and 1 leaf recently just yellowed away, so it's a lot smaller than it used to be, but when it was full and had tons of leaves, it just looked so amazing. So this is another one that I think looks so beautiful in anyone's collection, and I think they're becoming a little bit easier to find too, so good luck out there. I really hope you guys can find them, and especially for a good price, because I know that the market is a little bit nuts right now for rare plants, so enjoy your common plants too. There's so many beautiful ones out there. I just wanted to show you guys something a little bit different. So that's basically it. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really enjoyed making it for all of you guys, but that is going to be it for me. Please don't forget to join the $20 Amazon gift card giveaway by leaving a thumbs up, subscribing, and commenting down below. But that's it, that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.